right, thank you very much for joining us here at Professor Herman Manyora's channel. My name is Simon Irungu, and first of all, I want to thank you, the audience, for the continued support that you guys are showing us, and we don't take it for granted. And I want to welcome the Professor on set. Professor, welcome on set. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you, Simon. I'm doing well.
You're good? It's
Very
been
good.
long since our last encounter.
A little hot, but
I'm
it's okay.
hoping that you're good.
I'm good.
Okay, so today's conversation, I'm going to be taking you towards Mother Karua's direction.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you refer to her as an iron lady.
Yes, yes.
First of all, how did she build her political career?
Mother Karua belonged to the team of Kenyans who fought for what we used to call the second liberation.
Okay.
Which was the restoration of multi-party democracy,
Okay.
and end of Kano autocratic rule, high-handedness of Moi and Kenyatta before him. We call them young thugs.
Okay.
You had Manyora, you had Orengo, you had Okombaka the late, Raila Odinga, Paul Mwite, quite a team of very impressive young Kenyans.
Okay.
Mother Karua was among the few women who were there.
Okay.
Earlier on, of course, she was a magistrate. And what gave her some standing in society was when she walked out on Moi. Imagine Moi at that time, when even saying one word against Moi, Mother Karua walked out on him.
Okay.
In Karua Stadium, I think, somewhere like that. That marked her as an iron lady.
Okay.
And from then on, she became tough. Of course, she went with the DP. That really, again, dimmed her star a bit because people thought like Manyora and Paul Mwite should be with Jaramogi Oginga, but she went with Kibaki for easy victory. She won Negeshugu. And then, but another most memorable, whatever for her time, is in the disputed 2007 election.
Okay.
That, of course, we want to forget because of what it brought about.
Okay.
She stood, and people said she was the only man standing, the last man standing, in KICC defending Kibaki's victory,
Okay.
if you can call it such. On the other side was William Ruto for Raila. On this side, Mother Karua for... These are tough people. And even when the international community came to Kenya to assist us, sort out our problem, because we were butchering each other, at the ICC, she was a hardliner on the side of PNU and Kibaki, just as William was a hardline on the side of ODM and of course Raila Odinga. If you read some writings by people like Mkapa, you can see that. So that's how she made her name, and she has continued to be tough.
Okay.
And then she also resigned from Kibaki's government. Not a Kenyan thing, if you ask me.
Okay.
A
strong
you can only
lady.
look at Matiba.
A strong lady in a male-dominated
like Matiba who
field.
resigned from Moi's government.
Yeah.
And I think other than Matiba, I think Nyachai at some point made a move. But imagine Mother Karua. She's coming from the Mount Kenya area, and she's resigning in protest from Kibaki's government. So she's a tough lady. The iron lady is a tag that befits her. Yeah.
Quite a history lesson there of Mother Karua and how she began her political. So now the question for today, with a lot of hiccups here and there in One Kenya Alliance, people saying that they don't know even what they signed for, what the agreement was. Yes. Now, what are the odds of Mother Karua ditching One Kenya Alliance? I
think there was a lot of hype that she would have joined the UDA team, and she didn't. She said no, she wasn't even going for she didn't even go for their NDC and so on and so forth. I don't know. Mother Karua seems to have had only one option, which was to join Raila Odinga.
And if she's to join Raila Odinga, isn't it something that she already should have done? Yes,
she should have done it. But, she has also made blunders.
Okay.
Like I said in 1992, because she belonged with the progressive forces, Kiraitu Murungi stood on Fort Kenya in Meru and won. The top when Manyora stood on Fort Kenya, lost narrowly. Okay?
Yeah.
You get it? Paul Mwite stood on Fort Kenya in Kikuyu and won. But she quickly rushed to the easy thing of DP.
Okay.
That's the first law for her. Then I've also said, and then in 2017, everybody was shocked when she aligned herself to Uhuru Kenyatta.
Okay.
People say, Mother Karua, Uhuru Kenyatta? How? This is a progressive Kenyan. This is a liberal mind. How can she join Uhuru Kenyatta and Jubilee?
Okay.
But she wanted to be governor. Of course, she didn't make it. So now that everybody, including Uhuru, is working with Raila, I find it very difficult to understand why she's not joining Raila. It's so difficult to understand.
Do we see her following the same rail, going to support Uhuru and Raila?
I thought that would be, if you talk about Azimio, basically you are talking of Raila.
Okay.
So there's nothing to be embarrassed. There's nothing to be ashamed of in working with Raila if you are Mother Karua.
Okay.
Because you belong to the progressive forces. You are people who have fought for democracy in this country. It was difficult for you even showing your face to say that you are supporting Uhuru 2017. Now it is so easy for you because going to Raila is just like going home. Then she's still, I think in the process she will be lost.
Okay, now the issue is she's still going for the Kirinyaga gubernatorial position. And when she joins Azimio, she's going to face Purity Ngirichi, a key player in Azimio. How things going to be looking when she decides to join?
I think, if you ask me,
okay,
Mother Karua should join Raila and not stand for anything. Because Anwar Guru could beat them.
Okay.
Both
okay.
of them. If he stands, Ngirishi stands, both will be beaten.
Okay.
Unless then they convince Ngirishi to stand down for Mother Karua. But I think Mother Karua can play at a higher level than governor.
What position then?
She can be in government. She can be a key player in government, the Raila government. Yeah. That to me seems to be where she's being forced there. I think now I know what she's doing can be explained by she's feeling kind of not appreciated, not recognized, because talk of her being running mate seems to have fizzled.
Okay.
So she said nobody at the national level thinks she's fit to sit on the table by being, say, a running mate. And in Kirinyaga, nobody is giving her support from the system to be able to clinch the gubernatorial seat. So I think she's acting out of anger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
if not frustration.
On the other side, of the UDA side, let's say she's given support to run for the Kirinyaga gubernatorial seat. Do we see her maybe shifting to the other side? That
is another possibility that could explain her lukewarm, her indecision, so to speak.
Okay.
Supposing Ruto has already whispered to her, we are making Anwar Guru running mate, and they will support you for governor. That's quite a possibility. It's quite a possibility.
Okay, her being invited to Kenya Kwanza NDC is some indication maybe there are talks, there are some background talks maybe for her to join the train. Okay,
on the face of it, she's not going there. I've said that before.
Okay.
She has turned down that. She said she's not going, categorical.
Okay.
But I'm not attending the NDC. But that wouldn't mean that maybe they are not talking. They could be talking. Talking along the lines of clearing Kirinyaga for her. If Anwar Guru is moving up,
okay,
they can talk. It's possible. So because I think the question of running mate for her, I think, is no longer on the cards.
Okay.
So they can clear her. Say, okay, the field is empty for you. Anwar Guru is coming for bigger things. Because Anwar Guru can as well be running mate. To me, if you ask me, it would be a wrong choice, but she can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do we see maybe UDA or Kenya Kwanza Alliance telling Anwar Guru to step down in order to have Mother Karua?
Kenya Kwanza?
Yeah.
How? Stepping down and then do what? Only if she's being promised bigger things.
Okay.
That's a very strong woman.
Okay.
You think you can just tell Anwar Guru go home and cook for Iganjo? You can't. That's not a woman you can tell that.
Okay.
That's a strong woman.
Okay, now Mother Karua being a person from the mountain region, let's say, you're saying it's off the table for her, it's almost impossible. And let's say maybe the Kenya Kwanza Alliance entices her with the deputy position.
She would take.
How, now, what will be the game changer in this game?
First of all, let us accept that she brings nothing.
Okay.
Whether she went to Raila as running mate or to Kalonzo, there are no votes she brings. Direct votes.
Okay.
She doesn't have a constituency she will deliver. But she's a woman.
Okay.
So you play the woman card.
Okay.
And that you come out as a progressive presidential candidate. You are thinking about women. Very progressive. Okay. 21st century and stuff like that. Because the president is always heartbeat away from the president.
We go maybe and be like the US.
It's a good thing Many people celebrate it, they will like it, they will talk about it, and that can earn you just a few handful of votes.
Okay.
Then, if you take Mother Karua, you are also doing what everybody expects you to do.
Okay.
Whether you are Raila or Ruto. Everybody expects you to pick somebody from the mountain.
Okay.
So you tick that box of the mountain. You see?
Okay.
Finally, if you take Mother Karua, you just never know. This thing could get to hard ball. We could get somewhere and there's hard ball required. You need hard players, you need hard thinkers, you need tough people. And you just say how prophetic you are to have picked her. But it could get somewhere where this thing requires very hard fighting, very hard ball, very tough people. Maybe you never know.
Okay.
This thing could even get to a point where you have to negotiate a handshake.
Okay.
And you need somebody like Mother Karua with you. So there are many boxes are ticked. The only one which is not ticked is whether she can make any difference in terms of votes. But many other boxes are ticked. So she's a good pick.
Okay. You having said all that, why does everyone seem interested in Mother Karua?
For the reasons I've said.
Both parties.
For the reasons I've said, you know Mother Karua. Nobody has any doubt if you made Mother Karua should be a good president. Okay. Nobody has any doubt. She can be a good president. She's tough talking. She's no nonsense. And that's what we need in this country. So when people see you working with someone like that, they're happy. So anybody would want to work with her. But you see, beyond a good person, beyond a fighter, there is also the politics. Nobody is in this thing because just for the sake of it, or because they love the country, or they love people. No. They are in this thing for various things. And does she fit in your scheme of things? If you are Raila and Uhuru, you have a game plan. Does she fit in that game plan? And my answer is no, she doesn't.
Okay, and her future, maybe after this election, do we see her still remaining relevant in the Kenyan politics?
Depends on where she goes.
Okay.
I have said this. What is going to happen to Mudavadi if he doesn't change, if he remains with Ruto, is what will happen to Mother Karua if she doesn't join Raila.
Okay. Not because they're talking about Mother Karua. Let's say she joins Azimio.
You know, if she joins Azimio, it's a question of longevity. You remain relevant.
Okay.
Where you are occupying is not the important thing, but you remain in national politics. You remain relevant. For Raila can make you a minister. There's no way Raila can form a government. If Mother Karua is in the team, there can be no Raila government without Mother Karua being in cabinet. So that you remain relevant. You can fight another day. But if you go the other side, and this I'm speaking from what I see to be happening. If you go the other side, you are Mother Karua, you are Mudavadi, you are Weta the Fifth, you will be lost. You will never be seen again. Nobody will hear about you again ever. Next time Mother Karua, if she goes this side and they lose, or if she remains stubborn and she goes alone and she loses, as I'm sure she will lose, then she tries to be MP for Gashugu. She will not even get it.
And we see her, maybe her and her political party maybe not even joining any coalition. And
that's what I'm saying. If she does that, she will lose the gubernatorial seat.
Okay.
And 2027, she will not get even the Gashugu seat. 2032, she will not even get MCA.
Okay. So what will you advise her on her next move?
Join Azimio.
To join Azimio. Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. Let's end the conversation with that. Well, that has been the conversation about Mother Karua. Till we do have this conversation again or another conversation similar to this, my name is Simon Irungu.